Everybody, this is Gigatitan here, bringing you your 169th Pokemon Wi-Fi match. And this is amazing. It's just like, wow. I actually have a singles team now. And I spent a couple hours last night whipping this team up, and it did turn out very well. So I'm battling just a random person on Cerebi right now because, you know, if I can't even beat someone on there, how do I expect to do well anywhere else against any of you guys? And I did try it against WizKid, or just Wiz on here, and I'll have that battle up for later. And it was a singles, and it did, you know, fairly well. So, anyways, Hippowdon is starting to just power up here and just trying to show off, you know, how powerful his defense is on, even against a very powerful Infernape, using close combat and Flare Blitz, giving everything he can give, just not doing anything to that Hippowdon. It's just absolutely beasting. Yeah, I was watching Wimbledon today. Yeah, go Roddick. Beat Murray. Yeah, that's tennis for you. Anyways, Hippowdon gets the Earthquake off and does finish off Infernape. Sandstorm did assist that in case there was a sash involved, but I doubt it. But you never know. So I'm just chilling, waiting for them. They sent out an Explode. Interesting choice here. Hoping to try to catch me off guard. I realize it is a special Explode, and I'm sure that I can probably take this hit here. Forget about the Ice Beam, though. And they do use an Ice Beam, and it does a massive amount of damage. But Hippowdon can still survive it. Gets off another Earthquake. There we go, 6 and 4 right here. I was like, wow, that was, you know, I'm starting to see, wow, this Hippowdon could do pretty good. You know, it can resist physical attacks and even some special attacks to a pretty good degree. Now, here's where I made my big error. I have a Custap Berry attached, which lets me go first no matter what, unless they outspeed me and use a priority move. But I was going to use Endure here to make sure to activate it, but it already had activated. Forgot, oh yeah, it was low enough HP to use it. So I was like, dang it. You know, I could have used another Earthquake there, would have been able to go before Houndoom, and a guaranteed KO, even if he had Sash, Sandstorm would have knocked it out. But, you know, still, if I had gotten that, it would have been 6-3 already with just one Pokemon. But I decided to switch out Hippowdon, save him for later, and I sent out Porygon 2, who can pretty much resist anything they're going to do now because, you know, the lowered special attack from that Overheat. And they use a Flamethrower, does slight amount of damage. Their HP is restored with Shell Bell, but not a lot of damage is done, so not a lot of HP is restored right there. Porygon 2 is just waiting, you know, chilling up, getting his leftovers, healing up a little bit, just waiting for, you know, whatever they're going to do next. They go for a Crunch, does not do very much damage, did more than Flamethrower though, so that was a good choice of them. Porygon 2 goes ahead and charges up with his Charge Beam, and does a decent amount of damage, powers up with the special attack boost. Sandstorm's still raging, and this is a very Sandstorm-oriented team, but it's not really easy to counter the Sandstorm unless you have your own weather team, but that's not, surprisingly, there's my hand there, not very common in singles, as I've noticed from my first, you know, count 'em, 4 battles with this team. Woohoo! Plenty of experience under my belt, no doubt about that. Houndoom uses Overheat once again, pretty much reduces his special attack to 0, and Tri-Attack easily knocks out Houndoom after a power-up with Charge Beam. Sandstorm is still raging. It will rage forever, you know. So, Leftovers does heal up Porygon 2's HP back from where the Sandstorm damaged it. So they go ahead and they switch into a Toxicoc. And this was a tough decision to me because I know they have physical moves, but they go for a special attack, probably just, you know, for originality. I hang on with 1 HP. Could not believe it. I was like, wow, 1 HP. And Toxicoc is decimated by the Tri-Attack. And so here we are at now would be 5-2, I believe. 5-2? Yeah, 5-2. So I'm you know, but Hippowdon's 1 HP, so we'll just put it as like 4.01. So they go ahead and they send out a Rhyperior. I send in my Regirock, and you know, it works great in the Sandstorm because its special attack it is raised in special attack and defense. So its special attack is or special defense, excuse me, is very high because of the Sandstorm boost. So I was going to use Registeel at first. Then I realized, you know, why don't I just go for a Regirock? Because I like Regirock better anyways. And I have a Hippowdon on the team, so, you know, Sandstorm Boost would do great for it. The only thing is that Registeel has less weaknesses, but, you know, Regirock will be able to pull off what he needs to do. I am going to give Regirock a physical move, probably Stone Edge, because it does have enough power that it can probably do way more than Seismic Toss could do. And Skarmories, you know, are common in singles, but I think possibly I might, with the critical, would do more than Seismic Toss. But I go for another Seismic Toss, you know, because I know I can outlast Rhyperior. Even if he uses Earthquake a bunch of times, it's not going to do enough to quite knock me out. And I barely hang on right there. And they heal up with leftovers. I do outspeed the Rhyperior because this Regirock is not that slow. It can outspeed some very bulky Pokemon that aren't usually trained in speed. So that is excellent for me. I can go for another Seismic Toss right there. Take out Rhyperior. If you're wondering where you get Seismic Toss, it is from Emerald. It's a move tutor. And Sandstorm is still going. It's going to go forever, and that is great in my position because they can't really do anything about it. They send in their last guy, which is an Electivire. And I believe I switch out here. No, I don't. They use Thunder Punch. I survive. And I go for an explosion. I'm like, you know, let's just end this. I know I have enough power to knock that Electivire out. Thank you very much for watching. That is my first singles battle. So, sorry if I wasn't, you know, the most experienced guy around. But, yeah, hey, that's like my 4th one. Well, total 4. But, you know, subscribe, please. I love subscriptions. They're awesome.